So, I've just watched The Shining for the first time ever. Stanley Kubrick's film, The Shining. Uh, what? I'm sitting here like, what the fuck did I just watch, mate? Like, I don't, like, not in a way of, I've just wasted my time watching that shit movie, but, like, more sort of confused, like, wonder. Like, it was amazing, but what the fuck was, what the hell, what happened? Like, what was going on in that film? The camera work and the imagery was brilliant. Like that shot of the blood coming out of the elevator, and just like the camera work following the kid around on a tricycle, following him through the maze, and like Jack in the main room of the hotel typing away. The score was brilliant. Just like the amount of times my like I got goosebumps just sitting there like, well, this is freaky as fuck, you know. But yeah, like plot wise, what the fuck, what what, he just went mental, didn't he? Like what? Like I don't know, man. But I like that, you know, because I'm sitting there thinking about it, like, what the fuck, what happened? What was that all about? Like, it's like the hotel was like another character, you know? Like, sort of like this, I don't know, like this force of corruption, you know? Yeah, the acting was brilliant. Jack Nicholson was psychotic as ever. Proper like fun psychotic though, you know, like Jokerish. That sort of like really just, you know, and he's at the bar like, and he's like, that's another thing, like it just shifts, like there's so many weird fucking scenes in it, like it just shifts through time, and like when he walks into the bar and it's empty, and then that fucking the bartender's just there. I can't remember his name. What was his name? I should remember his name because he said it quite a lot. But yeah, and then the next bit, like he goes into it, and it's like back to the 1930s or whatever, and like the what's it, that fucking Jeeves guy like spills all the shit on him, and then they go into the bathroom, and that was brilliant. That scene, I really like that. Like the whole red, the colour red, and they're just both in there, and then he sort of reveals himself as Grady or whatever, and they have like that weird sort of talk, and it's, I don't know, you just get this feeling, there's like this constant feeling of dread throughout the film. You just know that shit is about to go down, mate, and then it does, and it's just crazy. Like I don't know what I expected before I watched the film. Like I knew it was really critically acclaimed and it was highly rated, and it was going to be like I expected to watch like a good film, but I don't know. I didn't expect it to be that sort of mystical. You know, like in the sense of what the fuck's actually going on here. You know, like what the fuck is actually happening, mate. Like there was another scene where Shelley Duvall's character, she was great in it, by the way. The kid was great in it as well. Like he gave me the creeps so much. Like when he was just chanting Red Rum, and he had the knife, and I was like, what the fucking hell? What? And the twins as well, like the two girl twins. There's a bit in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they've got the two twins. And that's like referenced loads of other times as well, and I finally understood where that's from. I don't know why it's taken me so long to watch this film. I should have watched it ages ago, but I'm quite glad I did save it up till now, because I'm sort of mystified by it, to be honest. And that's what a good film should do. It should be memorable, and it should have an effect on you, and you should think about it afterwards a lot, which I am. sort of. I can't get it out of my head. You know, I'm just like, what the? I'm trying to make sense of it. This just fucked up. Yeah, the bit where Shelley Duvall's character was running through the hotel away from Jack, and she looks in the room, and there's that like the guy with the rabbit, and he's got the arse flap hanging out, and then there's that the old man there, and they like look at her, and they're like, it's like, what the fuck's happening? You know, like there's so much like weird fucking imagery in the film. It's just it's pretty mind blowing, man. To be honest. And then the final shot as well. Yeah, I was kind of like, I don't really get it. What the fuck's like going on here? But it still like haunted me a bit, you know. The way it, like that was a great shot, man. The way it just zooms in on the photos, and then it zooms in on that one photo, and you just see him in the middle, like going all, oh mate. And then 1921, I was kind of like, what the fuck's happening? And then it zooms in on his face even more and more, and it's like, okay, what does that mean, you know? But I think that's the point of it, you know? Like, what does it mean? You have to think about it afterwards and analyse it and interpret it and just think about it, you know? Yeah, what the fuck does it mean? The photo from 1921, and that it's set in the 1980s, isn't it? Like, you sort of get that just feeling, and then it goes back to the like 1920, was it 1920s or 30s or whenever, when he's in the bar. I don't know, man. It's got this like theme of like repetition and like I don't know. I don't know. Like it was a good film though, man. Like it was fucking weird as shit. Weird as shit, mate. Fucking weird. But like it was weird, man. Like I don't really know, but I bet when it came out, people didn't really rate it because it's not really, because it's weird as shit. Because it's like, what the fuck is going on here, man? And I don't think like when it came out it would have been all like, oh, this is the best film ever, you got to watch this. I think it probably sort of gradually got like that through time, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to make this because I've just seen it and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck, man? What's going on? I don't really get that from many films, you know. Like sort of a lot of films are explained, and at the end of them you'd be like, alright, yeah, that was good, and then you might be thinking about it for like half an hour, and then you just go and fucking do something else. But yeah, I'm sort of sitting there like, wow, man, what the fuck was going on in that film? But yeah, hopefully I want to like make more reviews on that, because I'm big into films and that, you know, so I want to make fucking more reviews and shit. So yeah, they'll be a lot better than this, hopefully. But this is the first one I made, so I don't know. This is just an initial reaction to watching The Shining for the first time. Like, what the fuck, mate? I didn't expect it to be that fucked up, man. Like, it scared me, man. Like, it proper like scared me a lot through it. Not like where I was like, oh, but like just I got goosebumps, and I was like, I felt cold on the inside, and I was like, whoa, this is fucked. But wow, man. Yeah, great film. Fucked up, but a great film. I don't really know like that much about it in terms of plot either, except that Jack Nicholson was going to go mental because, you know, they're like, here's Johnny, and the bit where he's walking up the stairs and he's like, honey, I'm going to bash your head the fuck in. Like, I've seen that a lot on like iconic movie scenes and shit. So like I knew that he was going to go mental, but I don't know, man. I think it's one of those films you got to watch where you don't really know anything about it. Just go in blind and prepared to be awed, mate, because that's what I did, and yeah, I am fucking awed. Mental film. Fucking mental.